Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So guys, this is actually my very first podcast, very first time recording inside the oxygen chamber. I'm literally inside the oxygen chamber right now. I always stay for about 2 hours, 2 times a week, and has actually been the best thing that I do for my fingers. It has the best effect. I've been doing a lot better since I started going to the oxygen chamber this year. And well, to be honest, as I explained in my video or talked about my sickness, to be honest, it is pretty expensive. It is very pricey, to be honest. I wouldn't have been able to do it in the past when I was still working at a company. Finally, because I'm running my own company now, I have a little bit more, free money to be able to use for my own health. But I'm really happy that the money is worth it because it's probably the best that's ever happened to me. To do ever since I got with the sickness of the Raynaud's disease. But anyways, I just thought that I just got in, and the first few minutes I just still have to wait for the pressure to go up higher, and I have a few minutes that I still need to not I usually go to sleep, by the way, because you breathe deeper once you go to sleep. But before that, I usually just get some work done before the pressure is not has reached the maximum level. You still have to. It's kind of like going through a tunnel when you're in a train, if that makes sense. Your ears start to feel a little bit weird. Yeah, let's say if you're going up a really high elevator your ears start to get plugged, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I can't sleep yet. So for the first 10-15 minutes, I still stay awake and do some stuff like, replying to DMs and such. But anyways, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm taking so much time with this intro. The main topic today is nothing related to that, by the way. I want to talk a little bit about my new channel, Let's Ask Seki Sensei, which has actually achieved 10,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Thank you so much, guys. This is a miracle. This is a miracle. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate it. But what I'm going to be talking about today is something, I guess, might be another collection to the Shogo is Complaining series, but I'm really thankful that you guys are always on my side. It's so friendly. But also at the same time, when you have opposing opinions, you're what should I say? You say it to me directly, and that really makes me happy as well. But anyways, what I want to talk about today is that since I started the channel, I've been receiving some comments from Japanese people too, because a lot of people know about Seki Sensei, and there's quite a lot of people that had to, well, not completely block all the time, but sometimes have to delete because they're offensive. And it's not if it's my own channel, I'll be able to accept it no matter what other people say to me. It's like, okay, it's up to me to decide if I leave it or not. But I'm responsible for taking care of a different organization, and leaving such an abusive comment there is it's not completely up to my own choice, right? So I delete and block a lot more comments than I do in Let's Ask Shogo. But anyways, there's a lot of people that have been telling us, oh, here we go again, the Asayama Ichiden, showing off all their skills in public. It's just something inappropriate, vulgar thing to do, just to show your skills to everyone. I think if you're training of Japanese martial arts or Japanese traditional culture in general, you probably might know about this, but it's just something that a lot of people say that you should keep it a secret. You shouldn't show it to other people so easily. I do not get I don't know where this comes from. I don't know where they suddenly build up this mysterious, ideology. I don't know where it came from, but there's tons of people who would say this. And about this opinion, I wanted to talk about this opinion in this podcast. First of all, what I always feel when I see these comments is that I'm pretty sure that many of those people, whoever they are, they might be the actual masterclass people, they might be just the trainees, I don't know. But I would say that most Ryuha, first of all, probably don't have enough to teach to be able to run a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you've seen social media, for example, people training in Iaido or sword acting or whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure you've been seeing their kata and stuff. But being able to run a channel, posting 2 videos a week for a whole year, if your ryuha doesn't have enough techniques or skills or weapons to teach, you will absolutely run out of stuff to talk about in a few months. So I would say the first thing I want to say is that those people who come up to us and tell us that, oh, you're doing something so, bad and wrong and not so good kind of thing, I would say, first of all, I'm pretty sure your Ryuha or whatever it is, I don't want to criticize anyone, if no one would come up to us, but there are people who do. So I have to say that I'm pretty sure most people don't even have, enough content to be able to maintain a YouTube channel for so long. And second, I'm pretty sure that most people are just afraid to show their skills in front of people. Because the moment you actually start talking about the beliefs or the strategies of your Ryuha on your channel or social media, for example, it means that you have to fight against Asayama Ichiden, right? So let's say you're going to be teaching about the drawing skills, and then if people watching Asayama Ichiden and people who watch that channel, whatever it is, see it, it's very easy to compare which is more logical, even if you haven't had experience in training martial arts before. That I was one of those people, right? I was one of those people, and that's the reason why I loved watching Asayama Ichiden's channel, the original Japanese version. So I'm pretty sure most people are just simply afraid to show and talk about their skills and just want to keep it a secret so that all of their, their precious apprentices will be able to still believe them, I would say most people literally are like that. And as I always talk about whenever I talk about traditional culture, there are tons of people who are considered to be in a higher position just because they're older, have been training longer, right? As I talked about, that this is one of the major problems in Japanese traditional culture. I'm pretty sure this is it. This is the reason why they don't want us to show the skills of Asayama Ichiden, because if their students watch them, they would question them. Why do we do it this way and not that way, for example? Is there a logical way of explaining why this is better and that is not so good? Like, for example, a lot of people in the All Japan Kendo Federation Iaido Club would say that mat cutting is bad. Tameshigiri mat cutting is bad. But why? Why is it bad? Why is it bad that you understand how to control your katana and actually cut objects? I'm not saying that Tameshigiri mat cutting can understand everything. Obviously, that's not all about the katana, but it's something that's very important. It's a very important aspect for your training. Why deny it, right? And the reason is very simple. As many people point out, they can't do it. The masters of the All Japan Kendo Federation Iaido Club can't do the cutting because they've never done it before, and they don't want their students to do it because that will, start to basically make their authority unbalanced and unstable, right? That's the reason why they say that students shouldn't do it. Yeah. So these kind of things often happen a lot in the world of traditional culture. I feel that every time we get criticized for showing our skills on our channel and such, I think it's the same reason, And another thing that Seki Sensei was saying, these two are my opinions, by the way, but the third thing that Seki Sensei himself was saying is that because he has been talking about his skills and about his Ryuha in public, he had actually been able to learn so much more because he is, of course, the headmaster of the Ryuha. For example, if he wants to change something, he has the right to do it. So, for example, when he explains something, there will be a misunderstanding in the comments. He will be able to brush those, the ways he explains or the way he shows it in camera, for example, be able to brush it up so it'd be better for his students, number one. Number two, because he talks about his beliefs, he talks about his skills in public, very good people come to his dojo. So because he already talks about his beliefs and ideologies, his ways of thinking and such on his YouTube channel, the students who know about that and agree with that, and still believe and still say that I want to train under you will actually come, right? So there's a lot of benefits in making this YouTube channel, making those videos about their skills. And to be one thing for you guys listening to this podcast, only for you guys listening to this podcast, we are not showing everything. We are not showing everything, by the way. There's different levels in the skills of Japanese traditional culture, like Shoden, Chuden, Okuden, Kaiden. These are different levels. Shoden means the first level, Chuden means the middle level, Okuden means the inner or deeper level. Kaiden means all level, by the way. But we usually hardly show any of the Okuden and Kaiden skills on YouTube. So all we show is the Shoden, Chuden, first, middle levels, and we can make them many videos. So that you can understand how deep a 400-year-old martial art Kobudo can be, right? So I would say personally that it's just really beneficial for us, Asayama Ichiden Kai, to be able to make those videos. We really enjoy making them because, of course, teaching is the best way for you to learn yourself, right? And being able to teach to someone who doesn't know anything about katana makes it much more difficult to explain to people who already have experiences in martial arts, right? Who come to your dojo, so that's a completely different story. And yeah, for us, it's completely beneficial, and it's okay if you still want to, if people still want to criticize us for doing a YouTube channel that we're free to do because we have the headmaster that wants to do it, but this is our opinion, or I shouldn't say our, I don't want to just rub the responsibility on other people too, but this is my opinion, at least. What I heard from Seki Sensei, and what I believe through the things that I have actually seen and felt. So I just wanted to share this with you. I'm just really surprised that there's still tons of people who come up to us and criticize us for doing a YouTube channel. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, travel, or work, or even train our traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. And to do this, the nearest goals I have right now is first of all to achieve 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2023 on my new Last Ask Seki Sensei channel, also make the Yushinkan Samurai experience in Kyoto a big success, and also hope you check out my merchandise page, my Ko-fi page, so on and so forth, all in the description box. Thank you so much for listening to today's my story again, guys. I hope you can let me know your opinions in the comments again. And again, as I always say, I read all of the comments on my podcast channel, so I hope you can leave me comments and let me know what you think. Okay guys, thank you so much. I am going to get some sleep in the oxygen room now. Bye bye.